this is a second lecture of circular motion, and today we will be we will study about the motions of a vehicle when they are entering in a curved path. Okay. So, let us first consider the case of a vehicle moving on a level load. Level load means plane level. Okay. And if this vehicle, if the vehicle has the width capital B, if the width of the vehicle is capital B, the width of vehicle capital B, and it is moving in a circular path. It is moving in a circular path with this radius r, with this radius r. Okay. This is the center of curvature line. This is the center of curvature line. Okay. And the CG and the location of the CG of the vehicle from the ground, say this is small h. So, this is the height, say this height is small h. Okay. And the W, okay, the weight of the vehicle, W, okay, through it will be passes through CG. So, it will be at B by 2, and the reactions at the outer and inner, okay. So, this one R1 reaction R1, this one reaction R2, okay, reaction R1 and R2, okay. So, this one is this will be, since the it is moving in this side. So, this R1 is the reaction at inner wheel, it is reaction at inner wheel, and R2 it is the reaction at outer wheel. Okay. When this vehicle is moving, then the reaction at R1 and R2 it is actually different. Okay. It is actually different. Why it is different? It is different because the centripetal force has been applied towards center, to make this example as a dynamic equilibrium. We need to apply equal and opposite direction, force against this centripetal force. So, it is V square by R, W by G into V square by R. Okay. It is against the centrifugal force, because this acceleration it is acting in this direction. So, to make the dynamic equilibrium it is acting in this direction. Okay. So, okay, and in last class I told you that the value of this that force has to be supplied from somewhere, from here. Where it will come? It comes from the friction. Say this is friction force F. Okay. So, what will be the friction force at inner wheel? It will be mu into R1. Okay, mu into R1. Okay. So, it is F is equal to mu into R1 plus mu into R2. Okay. Mu is the coefficient of the friction, static friction at inner and in between the tire and the road. Okay. So, this is this one value mu into R1 plus R2. Okay. That is the force developed by the friction. Okay. And this is the condition at the dynamic equilibrium, Let us consider here this vehicle will be under equilibrium, dynamic equilibrium. Okay. Will be under dynamic equilibrium. Dynamic equilibrium means that vehicle will continue to move in same speed through this center of curvature only and only when this force, okay, this force is what? W upon G into V square by R. Okay. That force due to the centripetal force that is equals to the friction developed at the inner and outer wheel. Okay. If this condition is if this is okay, then that vehicle is free from skidding. Otherwise, okay, once this value is more than the value of the friction, then that vehicle is going to skid on the ground. Okay. So, condition for the skidding will be what? Condition for the skidding will be friction force, will be friction force from friction force at the inner and outer, that must be more than which one value? W upon G into V square by R. If this is the condition, okay, if this is the condition, then R equals to then there will not be any skidding. Then there will not be any skidding, right. So, let us calculate the velocity for this condition. So, the value of the friction force, it is mu into R1, it is mu into R1 plus R2, mu into R1 plus R2, it is get R equals to W by G, W upon G, same thing is here, same thing. So, and what is R1 plus R2? R1 plus R2 is what? If we are considering the sigma Fy equal to 0, then R1 plus R2 will be W. So, it is mu into W is equal to W upon G V square by R. Okay. W and W is going to cancel out. Okay. It is this one. So, what we have? We have speed V is less or equals to mu into G into this in small r. Okay. Small r under root of this. So, if this is the velocity, if the velocity is less than under root of coefficient of friction into G into R, then the body, then this vehicle is not going to skid, otherwise it will escape. At the higher value to that, it is going to skid. Okay. Let us calculate the reaction. Let us calculate the reactions. Let us calculate the reaction at this point. Okay. R1 and R2, value of R1 and R2. Let us calculate the reactions. So, take the we can calculate it by equating sum of moment about any wheel, about any either this one inner or outer. So, let us inner wheel. Okay. Inner wheel, this is equals to 0 for no any rotation. Okay. Moment at this point. Okay. So, value of it will be R2 into perpendicular distance is B. Okay. Perpendicular distance is B. It is anti-clockwise. We have taken anti-clockwise as positive. So, it is minus W into B by 2. W into B by 2. The perpendicular distance is this one. Okay. And the moment due to this one force, will be this force multiplied by this one height, and it is rotating in clockwise direction. So, that's why it is also it is minus W by G V square divided by R. So, what is the value of R2 from here? The value of R2 from here, it is W by 2, it is W by 2 plus V square by into H, into H. This is the force value multiplied by H, V square by R into H by B. So, this is the value of R2. So, this is the value of R2. So, what will be the value of R1? Value of R1 is W minus R2. W minus R2. Therefore, value of R1 will be W2 minus V square by R times of H into B, right. Though this is the value of R1. This is the value of R1. So, from here we can conclude that value of R1 means reaction at the inner wheel, it is going to decrease, and it is dependent upon which one parameter? V. It is dependent upon the parameter of V, speed. Okay. All other parameter, W is constant, R is constant, H is constant, for B is constant, for everything is constant value, only R1 reaction at inner end, it is dependent upon the velocity component. Okay. If it is going to increase, then there will be a position when the value of R1 is 0, and if R1 is 0, then what will happen? If R1 is 0, then what will happen? This vehicle is going to overturn. Because the contact point of the inner wheel with the road, it will be vanished. Okay, khatam ho jayega, and the vehicle will be and then vehicle is going to overturn at outer wheel. Okay. So, what will be the speed? Okay, what will be the speed? That can be calculated by equating R1 is equal to 0. And if you will calculate, then we will get this one. V is less than, when V is less than G by, okay, when V is V square by R. Okay, W upon G is missing here. Okay, W upon G is missing here. Okay, W upon G is missing here. So, when the velocity, okay, by equating this 0, we get the value, and the value is this. So, when this velocity is less than this, then our vehicle is safe against overturning. So, what will be the design speed? Of vehicle? Design speed of vehicle should be free from skidding as well overturning, because two conditions can be there. Okay. Therefore, it should be free from skidding as well overturning, means minimum velocity for skid and minimum velocity for overturning. Okay. And suppose if the vehicle is moving in a circular path when it is at the banked road means at some angle alpha, say some angle alpha. Okay. Then what will be the condition? Okay. Since this is alpha angle, now since this is inclined at an angle of alpha, so the expression will be modified a little bit. Okay. And we know very well that the inner wheel, the reaction at the inner wheel, okay, reaction at the inner wheel R1 and R2, okay, they are not the constant as we see in previous case. Okay. At the inner wheel, the reaction is less as compared to R1, and that depends upon the velocity, that depends upon the speed. Okay, speed. So, at this moment, then you tell me why if this is the situation, if in case of if the vehicle is going to enter in a circular path on a highway, then if this condition is favorable to decrease, is favorable to increase the value of R1 or not. This condition is favorable. We will see from the calculation. We will see from the calculation. At this condition, the same vehicle with same dimension, okay, can have the more velocity in case of skidding and in case of overturning. With more velocity, the vehicle can move in a circular path. Okay. Let us calculate first for condition for skidding. Okay. So, here the friction force this F1, this friction force F1 and F2, friction force F1 and F2 will be what? Mu into R2, reaction R2, and F1, this is F1 is mu into R1, okay, R1. So, this one component, weight component is this, okay, and that component is due to centripetal acceleration, okay. So, so in this case the curvature, okay, will be here with r distance. So, this component, that component has to be resolved, actually. So, this one component has to be resolved along this one, okay. So, this one component has to be resolved along this one and this one, okay. So, what will be that angle? If this angle is alpha, so this angle is alpha. So, this one will be so this one angle is sorry, this one component is W by G V square by R into cos alpha, okay. And component of W along this will be what? It will be this component, it is W sin alpha, okay. And this one component will be what? This one will be W cos alpha plus W by G V square by R, okay, into sin alpha, okay. So, this is the component, okay. So, the value of R1 plus R2, is the sum of these two, okay. Value of R1 plus R2, that is equals to W cos alpha plus W by G V square by R sin alpha, right. And total friction force is F1 F2, value of F1 plus F2, okay, value of F1 and F2, okay, it is acting in this direction. So, F1 and F2, that is if F1 and F2 plus W sin alpha is equal to, okay, is equal to this one component, it is W by G V square by R into cos alpha, okay. So, F1 and F2, it is mu R1 plus R2, So, it is mu times of W cos alpha plus W upon G V square by R sin alpha is equal to the same thing is here, okay. So, this. So, by solving this, okay, we will get the value of V. We can calculate the value of V from here. And it will be this one. It will be this. Okay. It will be this. V is less than under root tan okay, alpha plus phi into gr. Okay. Let us see how it is. Okay. So, after calculating this, in this we have put it mu is equal to tan phi. Okay. Mu is equal to tan phi, then V is equal to under root of G into R. It is mu plus tan alpha divided by 1 minus mu tan alpha. Okay. So, we will get this one expression, we will get this one expression by solving this. Okay. Okay, by putting mu is equal to tan phi, mu is equal to tan phi, then it is this one. Okay. Suppose value of F, value of lateral friction, this one friction F is 0. If F is 0, then phi is 0. If F is 0, F is 0, then phi is 0, right. Then what will be V? V is equal to what? V will equals to V will equals to mu is 0. Okay, mu is 0. So, it is G R okay, into tan alpha. Okay, it is tan alpha under root, matlab V square by G R is equal to tan alpha. Okay, V square by G R is equal to tan alpha. What it's mean? What it's mean? I mean its meaning is that if in inclined surface, even if we are moving in a smooth surface, means without friction, if we are if the vehicle is moving in a circular path with value of mu is equal to 0, then due to this inclination alpha, okay, the velocity, it can have the velocity as V is equal to under root G R into tan alpha. Okay, it can have the circular motion, even in smooth even in case of smooth surfaces. Okay, with this much of velocity. Okay. Now, the next thing is condition for overturning. So, the condition for overturning, as we did in previous case, that what we did, we apply the moment at the inner wheel is equal to 0, and applying the moment, summation of moment at the inner wheel, by considering all these forces, we will get this one expression. Okay, we will get this one expression, and please try to drive. Okay. In case this is in case of highways, in case of railways, what is the value of B? What is this value of B? This value of B is the length of broad gauge. Okay, broad gauge, narrow gauge. Okay, let me show here. Yeah, okay. B is this. Okay, this is B. So, B is equal to Z. Okay, and see here, the chair and nut bolt are sufficient to provide the force to avoid the overturning. So, in case of rails, okay, no overturning. In case of rails, okay, skidding cannot be possible. Okay, in case of skidding cannot be possible. Okay, due to arrangement of this type of thing. So, B is G. Okay, and rate of super elevation. Okay, rate of super elevation is what? Okay, say this is inclined. Okay, E, and this is horizontal distance H. Okay, say for unit. So, for unit distance, the vertical rise given is called as rate of super elevation. Okay, rate of super elevation E. Okay. So, let us move to solve the questions. In this question, a car weight 15 kilonewton, W is equal to 15 kilonewton, goes round a flat curve of 50 meter radius. Okay, radius is given as 50 meter, right. The distances between inner and outer wheel is 1.5. The distance between inner and outer wheel, okay, inner and outer wheel is 1.5. Inner and outer wheel. Okay, so inner and outer wheel. Okay, say this one is the case, inner and outer wheel. Say this is B, is equal to 1.5, okay, is 1.5, and the CG is 0.75 meter above the road CG. Okay, let us make this one CG, let us this CG H, okay, say H here as how much, 0.75 meter, okay, above the road level. Okay, this is the road, level. What is the limiting speed of the car? What is the limiting speed of the car on this curve? Okay, and R is what? R is given as this one. R is 50 meter. Okay, this is the radius of, this is the curvature. Okay, radius for curvature, center line for the curvature. Okay, W is given to you. Okay, so we know that the centrifugal acceleration, it is acting in this direction. To make it fair in dynamic equilibrium, we need to provide m into AC. Okay, m into AC. AC is what? V square by, it is V square by R, and m will be what? M will be W upon G. Okay, so for what is the limiting speed of okay, limiting speed. Okay, limiting speed will be what? Limiting speed, it will be the minimum of, speed required for, it is the minimum of speed required for skidding, and speed required for which one? For overturning, okay, overturning about outer wheel. Okay, so means this one. Okay, this one. Okay, it may say this reaction is R2. Okay, say this reaction is R1, right. So it is a minimum. So the value for skidding, it is V, it is less than under root G, as we have derived here. It is how much? Mu into G R. Okay, it is mu into G R. Okay, so put the value G R mu, it is known to you, mu is 0.5. Okay, sorry, 0.4. So it is it will be you can calculate the value, and after simplification it will be 50.42 kilometer per hour. Okay, 50.42 kilometer per hour. Okay, similarly in case of overturning, you calculate the value using which one expression? Using this one expression, okay, using this one expression. So put the value, then you will have the value as 79.73 kilometer per hour. Okay, velocity should be less than this. So what will be the design speed? Design speed will be this one, 50.42 kilometer per hour. Okay, design speed will be 2.2. Okay, and reaction R1 and R2, R1 and R2 will be calculated through this one, put the value and you can calculate. Okay, then you will calculate. Okay, so this is the application of circular motion in case of vehicles moving on a circular path. Okay, so you can try to solve the questions. Okay, under this topic. So it is complete the circular motion of unit 4. Okay. So we will start the next unit, okay, in next class. Okay. Thank you very much.